Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I'm Sank84 and welcome to Whispers of the Village, a game about being a fortune teller who sees an apocalypse coming up and needs to figure out whether we have something to do with that or not. It was a pleasant afternoon that I arrived in what I thought was a peaceful village, deep in the hinterland. Being used to provincial towns from my lifestyle, I noticed that every one of them had their little quirks that distinguished them from others. This village's, particularly the fissure, was truly one of the most intriguing features I have ever seen in such a place. Little did I know that wasn't the reason I was going to remember this village. On the same night, several visions occurred to me. Most of them were way too vague to comprehend, but one was clearer than the others. A light coming out from a devastating heat, a dreadful omen, a blaze. Every morning I usually draw my visions in my trusty journal, but today, unlike other days, it wasn't to train my abilities, it was to solve the mystery of my own predictions. 7:30 a.m., 4 days before the disaster. Hello, can I come in? Of course, I'm always open. Thank you. It's okay. Take your time. Huh? The poster says you're a fortune teller, so you see the future? Being a fortune teller is all about interpretation. I only pay close attention to what the tea leaves in an empty cup can tell me. Whether it's friendly advice to follow, a cold and wavering truth, or something else entirely, is up to each and every one. Okay, that'll be helpful, I hope. My name's Kirill. I came to see you because, well, have you heard what's going on? No, but things do seem to be agitated outside. Yeah, bunch of crazies. They woke up this morning and discovered some important object was missing, and now everyone's losing their wits. I see, that's concerning. Are you upset as well? What? No, I mean, yes, but not for the same reason. No way any of their insane ramblings is true. No way. But some people look very scared or angry or both. It's kind of weird. Huh? So I thought, since you can see the future or something like that, you can tell me how the village is going to turn out from now. Okay. Can I ask as well why you've got leaves and twigs in your hair? Okay. Nothing quite as definite as that, since you'll be drinking the tea. Everything we'll be able to tell you will be linked to you in one way or another. You could see it as your involvement in the village's affairs, how your actions will impact its future, maybe an event you have agency over. Oh, I'd like to hear it still. Okay, well, we can only do one about the community. Fine. Very well, the bond between you and your village. I hope. I don't know what to hope for. In fact, how does it work? What do I have to do? First, relax and enjoy your cup of tea. It's the most crucial part. Okay, so decipher the symbols in the cup. Okay. Right, so there are symbols in here I need to find on this sheet. And the first one I can see very clearly is you. Downfall. Okay. So if we put that in there, that lines up. And the other one, that looks like death. So, hey, that's a great start, isn't it? So, Yeah, there we go. And a new stamp has been unlocked. Okay. So yeah, up here we've got a book here that, you know, just helps us out understand things. And then, yeah, if we just turn over, yeah, we can see the character sheets here of everything we've done for them. Also, what I like as well, nice touch. Yeah, I can type something in down here. So if I wanted to say, for example, I can do that, and I can leave anything I want about it, and that will stay there. So if there's something I want to really remember, then yeah, I can put that in there. What's a nice touch. But yeah, we've got Kirill, Mr. Horvath, Valerie, Anka, and then we've got a prediction sheet. So I need to complete the predictions from 1 to 5. Okay, and the first 5 are not necessarily in the right order, so I need to try and figure out what order they go in. The only one we know definite is the blaze, because that's at the end. So if we come down to the barn a minute, when I get some information, I can drag these over here. So, Kirill, steal, protect, accompany, spy on, couple. Ooh. Could I say Kirill spies on a couple in the barn? I mean, let's say that's the first thing that happens. Probably not. Question is actually, yes, I can take him off if I'm wrong. That's fine. So, okay, we're going with that one because that just sounds hilarious. And actually, wait a minute, that one looks like in front of the barn, in the barn. That's quite a big one. Okay. Valerie's garden, mayoral office, and 2 paths, 1 goal. Right, we'll keep an eye on that. So, need to interpret it, but yeah, look at that. In the distant future, or further future, yeah, he's going to have something to do with a downfall and death. Because that's where the gold leaf is, and that's saying when it's going to happen. These are the signs the leaf sent my way. It can't be good. As I've told you, it all depends on how you want to understand them and how you decide to act upon them. It can't be good. What am I supposed to do with this? Sorry, got worked up a bit fast. You're the last person I should be angry at. I just have to think about everything for a bit. Okay. I hope it will relieve you of your worries and help with mine as well. Thanks. Well, I don't know, if you need anything, just ask. I'm a reliable guy. Oh, I'll keep that kind offer in mind. Thank you. Okay, be safe seeing you. Oh, one more thing. Huh? Yes. Could I ask what exactly disappeared last night? You'll laugh. And that would give you the right to laugh at me for seeing in tea something more than an afternoon drink. It's a pot. Pot. Okay, so time moves on. Okay. Someone knocking, please come in. Stern old man, ooh. Delighted to meet you. It's rare to see travellers around here. But I can't remember the moment I authorised anyone to set up their business in our beautiful village. May I ask who you are, madame? I'm only a fortune teller. I travel from village to village reading the fortune of good souls in a cup of tea. And you? What can you tell me about yourself? Me? I'm simply the mayor of this village. I have been protecting the traditions and tranquility of our citizens for 50 years. And your fables about reading the future and other witchcrafts are of no interest to their need right now. Could I try to change your mind with some tea? No, thank you. I don't need to change my mind. I need the situation to get better. Oh, and could you maybe tell me more about what's happening in your village? Or give me more details about this pot? For someone who arrived just recently, you seem to know quite a lot already. Where did you hear this? I don't only serve tea, I also listen to the ones who drink it. Which is how I learned that a pot disappeared last night. You shouldn't disturb the good fellows living here, and they shouldn't disturb you either. Do remember, though, that is not just a pot, it's the pot. It's the pillar of our village. It has safeguarded our community for decades. And how did a pot attain such an important role? The pot. Yes, the pot, forgive me. Let me educate you. It was 50 years ago. I was still a very young man when Earth itself went into a frightful rage. Our village, once peaceful, seemed to have attracted an evil wrath. The ground tore under our feet and began to swallow everything in its path. The fissure. But in this tragedy, what we thought insignificant became our saviour. The pot. Exactly. In its boundless hunger, the fissure stopped abruptly in front of the pot. It hadn't moved or flinched at the fissure. So, to the village, the pot serves as a protection against the fissure. More than a protector, a sacred relic. Without it, the whole fate of the village is at stake. Without the pot, the fissure will grow larger again, and the village will sink into the flames of hell. And I will not let that happen. I will find the pot. Thank you. I understand better now. As a fortune teller, I can help you see what may lie ahead a little more clearly. I don't need your help. The last 50 years went just fine without you. As you wish, but you'll lose nothing more than some time savouring a hopefully delicious brew. And forgive me, but I realise I haven't caught your name yet. For you, it's Mr. Holworth. Mr. Holworth? The village clearly means a great deal to you, and I would be honoured to offer some support. The cards are in your hand. It's up to you to use them. Well, do try your magic tricks on me. We shall see if you can tell me anything useful. Okay, so this time we get to pick which one we want to do. So, you know what? Apart from trying to do his voice really hurt me throat. So, yeah, I'm hoping we don't have him a lot of the time. And I'm not doing any more voices. Yes, we'll go with work. Would you be willing to talk about your work? From what I understand, you seem very dedicated to it. Of course I am. This role is one of my greatest prides. Good. I'm sure it will provide interesting. Let's make you some tea. Okay. Oh, flipping heck. That's a bit of a mess, but again, it's in the future. So, okay. Now that one, there's 3 in this by the looks of it. And that one got like a little bit of a smiley face on it. Any of these got a smiley face? Yes. You. Although, might be, you know what, an attack. Is that one? Yep. So there's going to be an attack. Right. And then... Oh, I can't see these other ones. Let's see. You've got... Now, it depends if that's the top or the bottom, but 2 bits sticking out. I think that's concern. Yeah. I think... That is you there. Not quite. A minute. Turn it around that way. Is it? Maybe not. No, it's not you. Okay. I've got 3 pages, so let's have a look. Ooh. No. It's not look. Could it be protection? No, it's not protection. Treason? No. Honestly, I don't recognize any of them for that. So, okay, look at the other one as well. This might take me a minute. There we go. Guide is the one at the top. That's fine. So, an attack and guide. Okay. Just need to figure out what this last one is. It was treason. Okay. So a treasonous guide is going to lead to an attack. Okay. Interesting. But that, again, is another one in the future. A betrayal at work? Impossible! My only employee at the town hall is Kiro, and I have absolute faith in him. He's a fine young man. I don't think there's a person in this village who works as hard as he does, after me, of course. It's only up to you to interpret the words of destiny. And I can't say I like them. They don't have for purpose to be pleasing, but to make us reflect on our future actions. Like I said, I have full confidence in this kid. He's my right-hand man, and he's always shown me to be trustworthy. And for my part, I would never betray this village. My people give me their trust, and I will not abandon them, especially in this dire situation. I can see you take your job very seriously. I understand why your people trust you. Thank you. That goes without saying. I've always made a point of honouring my duties. The people of this village deserve to live peacefully. Despite the fissure, our life doesn't stop. And it's largely thanks to the pot that is possible. Do you believe everything will return to normal after the pot is recovered? I'll have to. But if, for some reason, it doesn't, I will fight to the bitter end to ensure our beautiful village regains its tranquility. Speaking of, I must get back to fighting. Work doesn't wait. No more gossiping. Goodbye. Goodbye. My caravan is always open should you find a chance to drink some tea again. Until next time. Okay, that's really hurt me throat. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do his voice anymore. Sorry. Ooh. Oh, we got a woman, have we now? Right, may I come in? Of course. Sit right here. Wow, okay, thank you. Your caravan is very lovely. She's a postie, and she's got... Is that a voodoo doll she's got on her? The little lights on the ceiling are just wonderful, and the fabrics, where did you buy them? I got them as I went along on my travels. You must have gathered all kinds of interesting items. But where are my manners? I didn't even introduce myself. My name's Valerie. Nice to meet you. I'm the village's very own postwoman. Happy to meet you. May I ask what brought you to my caravan? I saw that you just arrived, and as a newcomer, are quite rare in our village, I was curious. Tell me about yourself. Have you been travelling for long? Why did you choose to stop here? And just how do you... Sorry, one question at a time, of course. Well, I must confess, I'm not used to my guests asking me questions. I didn't mean to embarrass you. Terribly sorry. No, don't worry about it. I appreciate your interest. For a long time, I've been travelling from village to village in hopes that the tidbits of the future I could share would push people to take control of their own fate. By now, I think I lost count of the years. Seeing the future, what a wonderful gift. I can't imagine the number of people who would dream to possess it. It's not necessarily what you think. Destiny doesn't serve you all you want to know on a silver platter. It's up to me to find the signs and to my visitors to interpret them. Incredible! And then I think I've developed a taste for human contact. I'd like learning more about my visitors. Their personalities, their past, their ambitions. Every single person is unique. Giving the keys of self-understanding to those who need them is one of the most beautiful things I aspire to do. So, could you tell me a bit more about yourself? Well, my life isn't the most exciting thing we could talk about. If I have an hour or two one day, I could tell you a bit more. What happened in the village is of far greater interest. I did hear there was a lot of activity. I imagine you already know all about it. Of course, nothing gets past me. And I can tell you it doesn't bode well. The pot was protecting us from the fissure. Without it, I'm afraid it's going to wake up again. I was there when the fissure ravaged our village, just a little girl at the time. What a terrible day. I've never been so afraid in my life. Considering how deeply installed the fear of the fissure is among the locals, I'm willing to believe you. I simply hope the pot will be found soon, and if not, I think we'll just have to pray. But talking about it does nothing except stressing everyone out. Why don't you read my future? All this talk about destiny has gotten me curious. Of course. Okay, you know what? Let's go for something a little different. Might as well do her fortune. Look interesting. Do you feel unlucky when it comes to certain events? Not really, and as I said, my life isn't the most exciting of all. And do you expect fortune to ever change that? Well, I've never asked myself that question, and to tell you the truth, my life suits me just fine. Delivering letters, getting to know the village. No, really, I enjoy my life. Very well, let's see if fate has a surprise for you. Okay, and, in the near future. Right, well, let's see. That looks like flower pattern with spirals on the outside. Lost. There we go. Right, okay. So something is going to be lost. And I was actually looking at this one bit up here. That's not part of it. That's a different one. Okay. Is that one? I think that one might be love. A lost love? Yeah. Oh, it's only two. Okay. Oh, that's not good. A lost love. Something loved is going to be lost. Well, if I understand what you've told me, that's how you want to understand it. Words of destiny aren't meant to be one way. I see. It's simply astounding. Seeing all this through tea leaves, what an incredible gift. I'd love to be able to do the same. Just imagine all the things I could find out thanks to this. You seem to have a very inquisitive mind, Valerie. Inquisitive and sharp. And yes, for as long as I can remember, I've always been curious. From who had stolen the neighbour's chicken to why the old butcher couldn't stand the miller. I wanted to know everything, all the juicy little stories. And this village has its fair share of stories, if I understand correctly. Absolutely. I'm telling you, when you know where to search, it's impossible to get bored. But I think it was from the moment the fissure appeared that I became so involved in what happens to the village. It's no surprise that such an event would shake up your habit. You should have seen the chaos it created. Everyone was panicking, even with the pot stopping the fissure right in its tracks. People began to theorize about the reasons for the emergence of the fissure. Some were eccentric, others more pragmatic. All these stories fed my curiosity, and I also wanted to understand why it had happened. But that's not all. In this kind of small village, a lot is left unsaid. From my own experience, I can only agree with you. Fear, anger, love, a lot of things can drive us to keep our little secret. And secrets are made to be discovered, aren't they? Well, depends on the secret, I suppose. Come on, we're all curious inside. Besides, it's hard to pretend not to see anything when some secrets are very loosely guarded. Well, if you keep talking, I'm going to be late. I still have a few letters to deliver and nobody likes waiting for the mail. Have a nice day. My caravan is always open. Perfect, because I've really enjoyed our little conversation. See you soon. Okay, 10:15. And we get to meet the final one. Okay, excuse me, are you free right now? Yes, come in. Wow, okay. Artist, maybe? Okay, how are you? It's been an unusual day, but I'm fine, thank you. What about you? Unusual is the word among many other unpleasant ones. My name's Anchor, by the way. Pleased to meet you. Pleasure's mine. Did you need something to talk about? I think I have a surface understanding what your village is troubled with. Oh, no. It's fine, thank you. I was mostly curious about fortune telling itself. As far as I remember, we never had anyone like you in our small, isolated village. It's true that people initiate in my art are few and far between. As for me, my travels never brought me here before, but I'm glad I arrived when I did. And I would be happy to tell you more about what I do. Really? How do you do it? Do you see something invisible in the tea? Can you hear the voice of a higher being? Oh, I know. You grow the leaves thanks to a ritual, gifting them magical powers that link your mind to the one drinking the tea. Interesting theory, but sadly, nothing as elaborate. It's hard to describe in fact. I would say it starts with not being afraid or dismissive of what can't be seen. Very slowly sharpening your instincts for it. All you need after that is personal conviction and accepting to leave some things up to imagination. So if this isn't what you had in mind. It's alright. I do think it's wonderful that your belief fills you with so much purpose. What can't be seen is something I try to capture as well. In that case, would you like to try to show it with a cup of tea? A personal reading, I could use some guidance about my work or what I could do for the village, I suppose. So you're concerned? Well, who wouldn't be? We may be swallowed by hell in an instant. Then, do you not wish to talk about it? I guess it will be alright as well, so please go ahead. Now let's do a work. You know what, let's see how her work goes. Spoke of your work, is it important to you? Very. I dream every day of being able to earn a living thanks to it. I'm an artist. Rather, I like to call myself that. I don't think I've proven much yet, but I know I will. What form does your art take? Bit of everything. I draw, I paint, I sculpt. It depends on what my muse whispers into my ear. But don't mind me. Proceed with the reading. I'll tell you more afterwards. Okay, let's see. Oh, what we've got. Destruction. That's a pretty clear one. Yeah, and you. Destruction of love. Is that? Wait a minute. Yep. Okay. Destruction of love. That's not good. These are very evocative words. I'm excited to find out about their meaning. I've always been the kind of person to take as many different sources of inspiration as I can and I'm sure you provide a very interesting one too. Can only hope. But what about the muse you spoke of earlier? Isn't she your inspiration? Well, rather than being my source of inspiration itself, she helps me find those sources. You could also call her my artistic sense. When I follow her, I always end up creating the most lovable pieces of work. To me at least, but the feelings I pour into them are so intense, I can't imagine them not being able to pierce someone else's heart. Do I sound overconfident? I've always believed this to be true, but do you remember what I told you about my own art? Personal conviction is a critical ingredient. Though our fields may differ, the same should go for you as well. If it's personal conviction I need, I should be fine. You see, growing in such a tight-knit village, I became convinced that the bonds formed by people are the strongest thing in existence. I wish to translate them into my art, and through it have people realise the worth of their own bonds, form new ones. Although to achieve that, I would need an audience, a place to display my work in. A bit more material to show, to be honest. Lots of hypothesis, I know, but if there's one thing I'm set out to do, it's this. You have my full support. It's impressive that you have such a clear purpose in mind in spite of your young age. I know my divinations only started making sense for other people once they made sense for me. Thank you. It's nice to be able to talk about this. Not that I've had anyone interested to hear about my art, quite the opposite. But hearing about the perspective and experience of another art form, that's a first. I'm glad. And I'm glad you decided to stop by for tea. Since we're talking about it, would you like showing me your work, if it's alright with you? I'd show you some of my past drawings. As for my current work, I'm afraid you'll have to wait until it's completed. It's a sculpture. I make it from found items, and it's kind of heavy, so bring it here from the barn. Ooh. Where I work on it would be a complete hassle. I'll just have to hope I stay here long enough to see it completed, and if not, I'm sure I'll hear about your art in the future. I appreciate you saying that. I'll try my best to make that dream come true, even if it means leaving the village I love. I suppose it's not the easiest place to get exposure in. Quite the understatement. Art is understandably so not one of the village's central issues. Could become one through you. You think so? But as long as the pot disappears as it's resolved, I can't deny we have other priorities. Perfectly fine to take things one at a time. Think first about easing your distress one way or the other. I'll try, thank you. I'll go back to the barn now, but I look forward to our next talk. Me as well. Have a nice day. Right, so that's day one over. Oh, it's open already. I know that some of my visitors prefer to come at dawn, and I'm an early bird myself. It's perfect because I want to see you before delivering my letters. It's about the pot. Even if nothing happened yesterday, I'm still worried. I know there's no point in getting nervous because it won't change anything. Still, it remains a worrying situation, and there's nothing wrong with admitting it. And even when the pot was in place, things still happened. It was only there to contain the worst of it. Things happened? Yes, random objects would sometimes disappear without leaving a trace, they say. Have you seen it happen? Nope, never with my own eyes. But could it be something else, I wonder? Don't know the village well enough to say. But if objects have been swallowed by the fissure in the past, do you think the same could have happened to the pot? It can't be. The pot could never fall into the fissure because it's precisely what prevents it from growing. Honestly, I just think some villagers are being naughty, if you understand what I mean. Have you got a lead? Maybe. But I'm certain the fissure isn't to blame for the pot's disappearance. I can guarantee that. You're being awfully mysterious. By discovering so many of everyone's little secrets, I've come to understand how to keep them well. But if my suspicions get stronger, perhaps I'll tell you more. Could you then be willing to share some of your keys to discovering what's hidden? You seem to be a specialist. I can't say I'm not curious, considering my line of work. There's nothing magical about it. It's my job that provides me with so much information. When you spend your time travelling from house to house, from villager to villager, as you walk around the village, you're inevitably going to see a lot. You really must know the village like the back of your hand. I know every nook and cranny of it. I think I could even cross it blindfold without any problems. Does it get boring over time? Not at all, and I still get to the city sometimes. Every month I go there for special deliveries or to buy a few trinkets. By the way, guess what I found there some months ago? Don't know. Beautiful vase, scented candles. Gnomes. Gnomes? Yes, garden gnomes. They were positively adorable, so the last time I went to the city, I bought them all. What a cute, albeit uncommon hobby. Oh, but you should see their little faces. So cute. The latest one in particular. I've put them in my garden so the whole village can enjoy it. Very generous of you. I must also add a lot of colour to the village. And now I think about it, I'll have to remember to buy some tea next time. Yours has made me want to brew my own. I'm glad to hear it. On that note, would you like some? If the current situation is stressing you out, maybe this could help. So very kind of you, I'd be delighted. Okay. Could you tell me more about your relationship with the village? I adore our village, even if it doesn't seem like it at first. There's always something going on. Is that so? Please relax and the tea will tell us about it. Okay. Oh, flipping heck. Okay, you got... Let's see. You've got... Guide. Yeah, that's got to be guide up there. So... No. Okay, that's not guide. Never mind. There we go. It's revelation. That's what it was. Right. Okay, fine. And, oh, wait a minute. We've got 2 golden leaves. Interesting. Okay. That... Let's see. Is it visit? Yes. Okay. And then... That looks like 4 leaves close together. So... I'll try it, but I don't think it's luck. No, I didn't think it was. Is it love? No. No, because it's the wrong way. It's fine. Error! Okay. And then the last one is... was guide. So guide was on there. I was just in the wrong spot. Okay. So... A visit... Revelation... Error... and a guide. Interesting. Let's have a look in the book a minute. And yeah, it's in the same zone, so... Ooh. A visit, revelation, causes An error resulting in a lost love? Maybe. Alright. Well, the barn then. Yeah, I think we can... Oh, no, we can't change that because... Yeah, we don't have... Nope, it's just them ones. Right, wait a minute. Valerie's garden. We know... Where is it? Yeah, she has gnomes. So that one can go in there. I'm going to assume steel, but I don't know yet. Oh, could it be Kirill steals the gnome? Maybe. Poor Kirill's getting it all, isn't he? Right, and I'm going to swap that one actually for Valerie. Does Valerie spy on a couple? I don't know. We'll update it as it goes. Okay, well, let's just tell her anyway. Guide, mistake. What a tease you are. I don't see how I could have done anything to deserve words like this thrown at me. I always made my deliveries on time. I was always polite to the villagers. Sometimes even drank tea with the older ones. I'm thinking, but nothing comes to mind. Because it probably hasn't happened yet. My readings are mostly about the future. If that's the case, should I worry? Don't you have any more clues or information you might have missed in the tea? Told you everything fate designed to show me. You can now perceive it any way you want. With the pot gone, I thought nothing could be worse. Apparently, I was wrong. Nothing is inescapable. If you want to avoid it, you could try thinking about any small habits, plans, or ideas you have that might lead there. Drawing a blank, I'm afraid. It's thanks to all of this that I know everything going on in the village. And I can't see how it could bring any trouble. On the opposite. One day, the baker lost her favourite trinket on the way to the bakery. The poor woman was upset. If I hadn't known the exact route she took every day to work, as well as her daily routines in the minute, I'd never been able to find it for her. And it was the same thing with the gardener went missing. If I hadn't known, Grigor told him... Oh, sorry, looks like I got distracted. Don't mind, I can see you can be of great help to the villagers, but could it have been a problem in the past as well? Not everyone is necessarily aware that I know so much, and that's fine. It all gives me a better perspective on what's going on, especially during these conflicting times. And you can make a very good mediator. I generally prefer not to intervene in personal problems. Oh, to let others find solutions of their own. Yeah, well, not really. As curious as I am, I wouldn't step in. I don't think it's my place. Is that where you draw the line? It could be useful to the village. Since you know it that well, you could bring wisdom to it. It's very kind of you, but I'm fine watching from afar, really. I'm comfortable in the role of a simple postwoman. And speaking of, it's time to deliver my letters to everyone. Do you always do it at the same time of day? Mail time is when I say it is. Well, see you soon. Hope your delivery goes well. Is that you knocking, Mr. Horvath? Please come in. Good morning. Yeah, as I said, I'm not doing his voice again. It killed me throat. Good morning to you too. Would you like to make some tea? Is there a problem? You're well aware of the pot's disappearance, correct? Of course, you're the one who told me all about it. Do you have any new leads on how to find it? Leads? Yes. Something came to my ears. Really? Do you tell me that? Some of our fellow citizens find the timing of this entire affair a little odd. You see, it's been several years since any foreigners have come to our village. I suppose so. And suddenly the pot vanishes without a trace. No evidence, no clues, nothing that can help us. Don't you find it a bit strange? Very, but I wouldn't call it a coincidence. How so? Fate leads me to the village to offer my services only to find that its most sacred object disappears on the night of my arrival. I want to find a solace in believing I was guided here precisely for that reason. Well, I'm not going to beat around the bush. Some of the villagers suspect that you stole the pot. Why would I do such a terrible thing? I'm a fortune teller. I have nothing less than the utmost respect for spiritual beliefs. Well, maybe you wish to use the pot in your witchcraft rituals to brew your tea in. Or perhaps you aim to throw our village into the fissure. Well, I don't know exactly, but my fellow villagers are very concerned by this situation. I must inquire. I'm concerned too. Even though I don't live here, I want to bring peace back to your village from the bottom of my heart. Do you? Do you really? Naturally, using the words of fate to spread chaos would ban me from ever hearing them again. So, are you going to use your powers to help us? I can give you all the keys I have to help you find the truth, but you'll have to trust me for it to work. Can you really tell me the future through tea leaves? I see fate's current direction and let you decide how you want to handle it afterwards. And what about the questions you're asking me? They allow me to know you better, but also to channel your thoughts towards a subject that may be useful to me. I see. Go ahead. I'll try your tea again. But remember, I'm doing this for the village, and I hope for your sake it isn't quackery. Don't worry, as I hope I've shown you, you can trust me. I'll make you some tea. Okay. You know what? Let's see what his relationships are like. My family's doing very well. I suppose it's mostly your family there. Don't see how this could help the village. Trust me, on this, you often find surprises in what seems insignificant. Okay. So, we've got another jumbled mess. Concern. Is that you? Come on. Yep. Concern. And then... Okay, discovery. And unfortunately, I can't see what that last one is. So... it might just be a case of trial and error. Love. Okay, right. So... concerned... she's going to discover a concern over his love. Okay. Or someone he loves. How are you able to tell me this with just a few tea leaves? Not just the leaves themselves, but what they form together. That's not much of an answer. My family. You told me you have a good relationship with them. With her, I'm sure of it, yes. But like everything in life, things are more complicated than we would like. That's part of life. Nothing can be perfect. It's up to us to learn to live with it. But I want no less than perfection for her. My little anchor. She's my flesh, my blood. Yet children grow up so quickly. Ah, okay, wait a minute. That's going in here. Just in case I need it. Okay, so Anker's his daughter. It's Mr. Hovarth, your dad. Although being grown up doesn't necessarily mean you're ready to live on your own in this world. Hearing you talk about her, I'm sure she's a very sweet girl. Sweet, well educated, she's my greatest pride and joy. But she's still too immature. The world will crush her right away if I let her on her own. As I'm sure you know, children have to leave the nest one day, keep them forever, and they'll never be able to fly. I'm well aware of that, she's just not ready yet. I suppose in her passion, but they only confer her immaturity. Her drawings, her paintings, I see talent in them, but one's still childish. I told her she needs to evolve and move towards a more respectable and traditional form of these arts. But she's stubborn, sticking to her decision. It's a sign she's not yet truly an adult woman. She could have a different vision of art than you do. Come on, I can assure you none of the villagers would buy such strange work as these. I accept that she's going in that direction, but I don't want her to be dragged through the mud, then come back crying into my arms. So, in the meantime, I give her something to work on and keep herself busy at the barn. You two seem to have a very different outlook on life, making it hard to cut the cord. And if that's all it was... Oh, I missed what that was. I clicked a bit too quick. Okay, bad habits. Oh, I'm sorry, simply talking to myself. And with that, work is calling. I wish you goodbye. Stay out of trouble. What a doting father you are. Okay. Hello again. Can I assume you're free right now? Of course, come sit. Thank you. I hope you've been well since yesterday. Nothing to be alarmed about. What about you? I'm afraid I still can't shake off these nerves. Something natural. I know you're concerned about the fate of your village. Thinking about the village itself going up in flames is already terrifying enough. But picturing my close ones especially... Don't do this, Anchor. You're only going to hurt yourself and be scared of moving forward. I know. But with the way my father is overexerting himself, trying to solve this mystery, it's hard not to think about it. He acts like he knows better than everyone and can shoulder this alone. But he must be the one under the most pressure. He's going to collapse before the village even falls into hell. Oh, when I say my father, I mean the mayor. I don't think I mentioned it to you before. Sorry, I heard he came to see you. Mr. Horvath, yes, I've twice had the pleasure of his visits by now. Twice. I sincerely hope he isn't bothering you too much. Oh, who am I kidding? He must be exasperating. Please allow me to apologise in his stead. There's no need for that. Your father is an essential part of this village. One it wouldn't cost me to miss. His visits are always valuable. If you say so. At least I won't have to worry about him when he's working and when he's visiting you. It's like you say, so take care of yourself first. Is there nothing you can do to relieve a part of that stress? There's someone else that helps. Work is also something I tend to turn towards when I need to clear my mind. But with all this turmoil, I can't get my head into it at all. I can't think straight, so I come here for a moment instead. I hope you don't mind me putting it this way, but your caravan feels like a cute little funfair to me. It's sporting all kinds of lights, warming my heart and distracting me from the rampant dread both inside and around me. So many items I'd love to get to know personally and hear all about. They must hold endless stories and bonds. As long as I'm not a way for you to escape reality, I'll gladly keep putting on a show to distract you. A reading for your entertainment, perhaps? With pleasure. Right, let's give her some relationship advice. Seeing how worried you are for your close ones, you really must hold them dear. Yes, I believe every bond forged in life's worth of treasures. And even when these bonds form twists and knots, I trust they will endure. At least I hope. Maybe you could show me what lies ahead. Okay, well, we've got the eye again. We know that one. Where is it? Oh, actually, no, that might not be that one. There you go, a trap. Yes, okay. And you, I've seen before. Yeah, discover. Yep, that's fine. So you're going to discover a trap. Not sure on you. 2 dots is the big thing. Love, maybe? Yes. Oh, and there's another one. Okay. Secret. Oh, secret love. Is that? Yes. All right. Okay. Ooh, interesting. There will still be a lot of twists and knots, I suppose. You're right. Yes, forgive me. I've just known for a long time. I'll have to try to untie these knots one day. But it never gets easier to picture, no matter how much I think about it. Is there something in particular you'd like to share? Told you about my father. To put it simply, he's very attached to me. I'm the apple of his eye. Which fills me with joy, it really does. How could I not love him back? He basically raised me all alone with great care. But as I grow up, I realise that care quickly turned into overprotectiveness, and it's impossible to make him see reason about me. I mean, not just his little apple anymore. The fruit fell from the tree and contrary to what people might say, quite far from it this time. And I assume you don't feel like you can simply tell him what you believe is best for you. Exactly, it's like I'm still 6. This old, stubborn, infuriating, doting coot just doesn't look at me in the eye. If he did, he would see what put stars in them, and I could finally stop telling him only bold-faced lies. I've thought many times about breaking free from him of that illusion, but like you said, I don't feel like I can simply walk up to him and do it. Because how would he even react? I can't think of any way it could go smoothly as of right now. Your father certainly isn't a man that seems easy to convince. Even then, are you determined to tell him your feelings one day? Yes, hiding my entire self from him is too much to bear. These lies hurt me as well. I don't know how or when, but it's definitely something I will have to do before I leave the village. If we survive this crisis, that is. I don't think it's the first time you've told me about wanting to leave. I understand this could be another part of the connection with your father. Certainly, but surely even you must see this isn't the best place for us of the younger generation to build our lives in. For us. You've put the finger on the one thing I absolutely can't tell him. I've had someone in my life for a while now. Kirill, I believe you know him. He told me he trusts you to help with some kind of matter. Ooh, okay. So, that adds another link in here. Put the question mark in because I don't know if they are officially lovers yet or they just like each other. We will see. And, okay, we can get rid of that. Now we know why he's got the leaves and twigs in his hair. You dirty fox. Okay, anchor. Do that for now. I'm not exactly sure what he's talking about, but for that, I'm grateful to you. Oh, you're very welcome. I'll give Crilly as much attention as I do you. He's a sweet young man. He really is. He's earnest, treats everyone equally, listens to me like no one else. I'm blessed to have him. Is it hard hiding your relationship? Weighs on me, yes, but if you meant the more practical side of things, he's the one doing most of the work. Krill has to come see me in the barn, as I'm always alone there. Not without first awkwardly crawling through the crop fields, that is. We wouldn't want anyone seeing him, as he shouldn't have any business at the barn. You two are brave. I've seen my fair share of stories like this, and the love at their core always proves stronger than anything fate could throw at it. It's just like you said, treasure the bond with your life, and it will treasure you back. Oh, stop it. It's embarrassing having my own words sent back at me. I will also pray you and your father can finally meet eye to eye. It would be a crying shame not to be on the best of terms with someone you care about so deeply. For both of you. Here's hoping, although that's definitely not happening while the pot is gone. And I'm positive you will be able to look forward to it once everything's resolved. Maybe my work could move him on this particular subject. One day, I just need to find the right items. Your trust means a lot. In any case, I wish I could stay longer, but I should get back to my day. Thank you very much for your time and for the tea. Always, don't hesitate to come back. You know I won't. I'm guessing this one's going to be Krill now. Yeah. Hey. How nice to meet you again. How did you fare since your last visit? No one else is here, right? Not that I know of. Do you feel alright? Just give me a second. Okay. I'm sorry. Oh, for what? For using you like that? We never see outsiders here, let alone one staying the night. So I thought, calm down, what's wrong? Tell me slowly. Everything's wrong. I know how to do many very practical things, but not how to handle the situation. And tell me, if there's one thing I'm good at, it's listening. Sure, but please don't scream, okay? There could be people around, maybe right behind the door eavesdropping. This has to stay between us. My lips will be sealed in every sense of the word. Okay, keep quiet. It's the pot. Yes. I push it into the fissure. I may ask why. Because I hate it. Since way before I was born, everyone always worshipped this pot. Like it's actually protecting us from the fissure. But it's just a plain old pot. I could make a better one with my own hands. All value is instinctive. There's beauty and real importance to be found in someone's belief. And dismissing them can lead to unhappy consequences. It would be alright if it wasn't messing with their heads. See, we sometimes struggle a bit to make ends meet, you know. But even then, people regularly make offerings to the pot. Food, money. Worse, some even try intimidating others who talk about leaving. They think less people praying to the pot means its power will disappear and the village will be destroyed. Don't think it's fair. Some people have better things to do in better places. So I always thought if the pot was gone and nothing happened, everyone would just forget about it. It would end all this crazy talk. But it's not an easy thing to do. It's not I believe in it, just it's hard not to think of the what if. And I could really talk about it to anyone else. Then you arrived and it looked like the perfect occasion. Outsiders so rare, I thought that if the pot disappeared now, people would suspect you, and I would have nothing to worry about. So I just went and did it, and for that, I'm sorry. I understand why you did it. I can't say I agree with that decision, but I understand it. Thank you, I feel better after telling you. Well, a bit better. Great, so much for quietness though. No, don't worry, you were perfect. What a relief. Now I just have to figure out how to calm everyone down and it'll be fine. I hope it can be as simple as that. Isn't unrest growing bigger by the second? You can say that again. All kinds of crazy theories are being made up to find some sort of answer, no matter what, and there's lots of suspicion around you. I didn't hear about the suspicions, but I did hear about the suspicions, but I haven't really suffered from them. Well, Mr. Mayor warned me not to come close to you, said he doesn't know what you want and that you may be dangerous. How considerate of him. That's not the worst of it. I've seen folks lock themselves home, organise searches in their neighbourhoods, houses, or even threaten random people. Frightening, but reasonably expected from their point of view. Their life just took a turn for the worse. And it's all because of this stupid pot. Why should we live our lives based on maybes and what ifs? I don't regret what I did. Well, it was necessary. I just didn't think things would get out of control like that. They shouldn't. And yet they did. I know. Let me ask you something. As you said time and time again, you're not one to easily believe in what isn't rooted in cold hard facts. Then why come back to me? I don't think it was only to apologise. Maybe I don't exactly believe in what you do, but I want to believe you can help me. What I give my visions isn't help. It's keys to help themselves. Are you willing to help yourself? Yes. Yes, I am. You can all ask me about anything. Okay. Well, if I'm being honest, I want to know more about this relationship you have. Are you close to a lot of people in the village? I help around everywhere, so I know a lot of people. Wouldn't call myself close to them, though. I'm only really close to a few. I don't know if you're able to find out much from that. Don't worry, as long as you allow me to fill your cup, I can sort something out. Okay. So, discover. That's an easy one to find. And yeah, that's secret. And the 2 dots again. Yeah, there we go. Right, so we've got that one. So a secret love is discovered. Yeah, we kind of know who that one's going to be. I spot a lot of love in your leaves. Huh? Oh, it's impressive. You're good. There's no point keeping it secret from you. I know you can hold one anyway. I think you know Anka, the mayor's daughter. Well, we've been together for some time now. She's the smartest, prettiest, sweetest, most talented girl I've ever seen. Very lovely, although about Mr. Horvath, you guessed it, he doesn't know. You two feel it's best like hiding it from him. We want to stay together, we have to, but he's so protective of her, it's not easy. We have to see each other in the barn. Anka spends most of her time alone there. It's a safe place, so we meet there a lot. But just getting to the barn itself is a pain. What do you mean by that? That's one of the rarest places where I don't have to go for work, see? On Mr. Mayor's orders, of course. So if someone saw me on the way there, I'd have no good excuse for myself. Mr. Mayor would get very suspicious or worse. Meaning every time I want to see Anka, I have to sneak through the crop field. I always end up with bits of leaves in the most annoying places. But if that's what it takes to see her, you won't hear me complain. Lengths won't go to for love. Still, I wouldn't say no to shortening them. For that, you would need Mr. Horther's approval, which isn't happening anytime soon. The way I see it, it's so frustrating having to hide, of course. But most importantly, Anka's potential is being held back, officially. She works at the barn. In her heart, though, she's an artist and a talented one at that. Well, I can't say I understand everything she does, but I know there'll be people who do in the city. I did come across a larger town on my way here, although still a way away. Is that the city you're talking about? Must be better placed for an artist, don't you think? And if we went there, I'd get a better job for sure. She'd be able to focus on what she loves. It would be perfect. But no way her father's going to let us go with his blessing and pat on the back. Hope you'll be able to resolve this happily. Yet forgive me for saying this, but I must admit I'm surprised you never considered eloping. Huh? You mean running away from here and leaving everything behind? Of course I've thought about it. But I know Anka wouldn't like it. Even with everything going on now and how it could fall back on her, she would never leave without proper goodbyes. Do you think Anka could suffer from the current situation? How so? No, I mean, it's dangerous for just about anybody right now. Who knows what could happen? Alright, like I said, there's no point in hiding anything from you. You'd see right through me. So I'll tell you this, it's not my place to say. I understand, and I'm sorry you thought I was prying. It's fine, don't worry, I should get going now, but it was a nice talk. Anyways, I wish you and Anka the best. I'll definitely give her my best, thanks again. Oh, don't say that. It was a pleasure to meet you. Okay, and as we go into day 3, I think we will call it there, because yes, this isn't the longest game in the world. And more importantly, yeah, it's free as well. So if you want to see how this ends up, do you come up with the right solution or not? Well, link in the description below so you can give it a go yourself. And yes, once again, predictions are changing my opinion. So yeah, we'll have to see how things end up. But if that's something you want to do, as I said, link in the description below for you to go and check it out. And as I said, it is free, so you don't have to worry about paying for it. And yeah, I don't want to spoil anything for the dev, who has put a lot of work into this, I can tell. So hopefully you've enjoyed it, and hopefully you join me back in next week for something different. But in the meantime, I've been Sank84, and this has been Whispers of the Village. Thank you so much for joining me. Look after each other, and until next time, goodbye.